Hi guys. So after doing coaching and interacting with lots of different women and dealing with my own shadow, I started seeing a lot of patterns and created a lot of questions that trigger on how to see your reality for what it is so that you can acknowledge it, so then you can heal it, then you can protect it, you can make goals and strategies going forward, and how to get out of the cycle of staying in it. So it was my mind, body, soul connection as I was dealing with my shadow, and the things that we are going to cover, the questions that they cover. We have mind, body, soul, what your funeral looks like. That was a huge one for me, and it was probably one of the best things. I'm trying to remember the teacher and coach that showed me this, but envisioning your life at your funeral, it takes out all of these whys, what ifs, and everything, and hows. How do you want to be seen at your funeral? Talked about the legacy that you leave, those kind of things, and we backtrack from that because then you know what you want before you die. It's not how dreaming big over here. It's dreaming big at your funeral and what you want to leave in the world. And then we're able to backtrack and create a plan and goals around that. Then you have your sexual and intimacy, your sexuality and your intimacy. We have a lot of shame as women attached to this, even as men, that needs to be broke down. Structures and systems and the way we were taught has created a lot of shame and boundaries and limits and everything attached to that. And we have to break it to be able to find our own peace with it. Not what we were taught, not what they told us to do, but what you internally find to be right for you. Then we have emotions and shame. It kind of coincides with that. And emotions, we were taught to not show them. We didn't talk about them in our families. Most of them, you sweep it under the rug and you learned how to deal with it. And those come out in all aspects of your life if you don't learn how to process the emotions. So we'll talk about some of those. Money is energy, and it's also attached to your emotions and your shame. So if your emotions hold you down negatively, it's going to affect your worth and your value in money, and it reflects back. It's a mirror. So it's something that you have to process through if you ever want to hit your goals. And that was something I had to learn the hard way as well. Then we have fear, false evidence appearing real. And that creates most of our reality. That's why if you start at your funeral, you're fearful of what you will lose or not do versus the fear of getting it done in the now. Where if we break it down into little tiny steps, it's not as scary. And then releasing people, places, things that you start acknowledging and seeing that are actually holding you back and not pushing you forward. So those are the exciting things that we will have questions that we walk through, answer them authentically. Because once we have questions answered, then you're able to see really where you level up in that and to see how you get to the next steps, how you reach your higher potential in that. And we'll work through that.